Good morning, everybody. It's Molly with All Ears, and today I'm at Magic Kingdom with an all-new video. Today we are going to be talking about one thing and one thing only: FastPass. I am going to show you how to maximize your FastPasses and get as many as possible throughout the day. And I know you're thinking, Molly, I can only have 3. No, wrong. You can have 3, and then you can keep adding to your FastPasses throughout the day, and if you stack them correctly, you can use a lot of FastPasses in one day. So I've got my initial 3. The only things I'm gonna ride today are with FastPass, and let's see how many I can get. Off we go. My first FastPass of the day is for Splash Mountain, and I've got about 10 minutes to get there, but my first FastPass fun fact and helpful trick is remember that you have a grace period. It's about 15 minutes after that FastPass window closes and about 5 minutes before it opens. So most cast members, that's the official policy, I believe, but you know, you may get a stickler, but most cast members will allot you a little bit of grace period when you're a little bit late or even a little bit early to your FastPass. They have these cute plastic bags in the queue that you can grab. You can put your phone or your battery or whatever you don't want to get wet in there. The ride just started, so this is going well. As always, such a good look. Splash Mountain is chic. Put a pair of ears on it, it makes everything better. My second FastPass conveniently right next door, Big Thunder Mountain. I want to point out that right now Big Thunder Mountain only has a 10-minute wait. So if I were you and coming to enjoy the Magic Kingdom on a normal day, I would definitely just go in standby and modify my FastPass to another attraction. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to still go in FastPass because I'm trying to see how many I can do in one day. That's my FastPass tip number 2. Don't be afraid to modify it. As long as there's another time or attraction available, you can modify your FastPass even after. If you missed it, let's say you were having a delicious lunch and you forgot you had Big Thunder Mountain FastPass, or like now, you walk up and it's a 10-minute wait and you don't want to waste a FastPass on it. Totally fine. Just go to the My Disney Experience app, hit modify, and then you can select who you want to modify it for, the whole party, just a few people in the party perhaps, and then you can modify it to another attraction or a different time for that attraction as long as it's available. Pro tip on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, ask to ride in the back because then it really is the wildest ride in the wilderness. So I had about 25 minutes till I have to get to my next FastPass, and if you know me, you know where I'm going. Coffee. There is no FastPass for coffee. There she is, my cup. It's the giant one, just waiting to be filled with liquid happiness. Thank you. Thank you. I'm flattering myself by thinking you may care what's in my coffee cup. But right now, because it's fall, yet still 10 million degrees outside, it's an iced coffee with 2 pumps of pumpkin syrup, a little bit of skim milk in there. Delicious. I'm headed over to Space Mountain, which is my third FastPass of the day, and I will be there right on time to get in right at the beginning of the FastPass window, which was at 11:05. think Big Thunder's my favorite, but then I read Space, and it may just be Space. They're all so good. Completed my third Fast Pass of the day, Space Mountain, and as soon as I got in line, I got on the My Disney Experience app and I went to add another Fast Pass. You do not have to ride the ride. The system doesn't know you rode it. It just knows that you tapped your band or your card on the Fast Pass touch point. Now, as I was looking for another Fast Pass, I wanted to get the one I could as close as possible to when I thought I'd be able to get off Space Mountain. And I saw some like really close, and then I saw Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I had to get it. I just had, my instincts kicked in and I had to snag it, because if you see Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you have to snag it. But it wasn't until like 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's 11:30 right now, so that's not very good use of Fast Pass when I'm trying to make a video and show you how many Fast Passes you can use in a day. So I snagged that Seven Dwarfs Mine Train one. I finagled with it a little bit, back and forth, trying to see if I could get it to pop up for a closer time, but ultimately I changed it for Winnie the Pooh, which I could get for right now, which I'm sure some of you are like screaming at your TV or your computer right now, but that gives me hope that hopefully Seven Dwarfs Mine Train will pop up again later today.
Right this way. I almost bounced right out of the ride.
I just adore that attraction because Tigger's my second favorite character, and I really enjoy all of our friends from the 100 Acre Wood. I think that is a fabulous attraction for the whole family, especially if you've got little ones or anyone that likes Winnie the Pooh. But while I was in the queue for Winnie the Pooh, before I jumped in my honey pot, I got back on the app and I snagged the closest Fast Pass I could find, which was for literally 1 minute later, and that is for Dumbo. Really working for my Dumbo today. Still fun no matter how old you are. While I was in line for Dumbo, I checked out next Fast Pass, and I was able to get one for Jungle Cruise right the next minute. I am trekking over to Jungle Cruise, which is great because I do love the Jungle Cruise, but it gives me a long time to tell you my next Fast Pass tip, which is continue to refresh the app. When you go to select a Fast Pass, it's going to ask you, or it's going to sort them into morning, afternoon, evening, and then it's going to sort them into individual times. So toggle back and forth between the half-hour increments that are near you. So like I was doing noon and 12:30 back and forth, and then I'd click morning, then I'd click 12, then I'd click afternoon, then toggle it back and forth, because each time you do that, it's going to refresh it, and it may provide you a new option that you didn't see at first. Oh, oh, oh! Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you, Peter. Thank you. I like your feather. Yeah.
Happy thought.
Do you have any pixie dust on you I could borrow?
I ran out, or I would be flying away.
We got to go find Tinkerbell.
Yeah, we do.
Have you seen her?
We do. She's really small.
Yeah. Where?
She's hard to find. We're playing hide and seek.
Oh, where are the rest of the Lost Boys? They playing hide and seek too?
We're all playing hide and seek.
You guys.
I'm trying to find them.
Where's Wendy?
We're all playing hide and seek.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. That quickly, I forgot. That was fun. Jungle Cruise is a great one to use Fast Pass on, because on an average day like today, it can get anywhere from 35 minutes to upwards over an hour.
Now, if you guys look way up ahead, that is a snake. Now, does anyone know the name of that snake? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a P. Plastic. Plastic, yeah. Also, probably don't want it to develop a crush on you. It's constricting relationships, something you really don't want to get wrapped up in.
What a treat it is. My skipper, his name was Wyatt. If you're watching, you were hilarious. And I heard some new jokes I hadn't heard before, which I really appreciated, and I literally LOL'd. Once again, while I was in the FastPass queue after I tapped my band, I looked for a new FastPass, and there actually wasn't anything super close by time-wise. So I thought, you know what, I'm right near Pirates. The closest Pirates FastPass was like a couple hours from now, I think. I already forget. But I clicked into Pirates, and then I swiped this way and pulled it back to refresh it, and a new one popped up for $12.30, which was about 5 minutes ago, and awesome. So that's my next tip, is once you've zeroed in on what attraction you're gonna try for, click into it and then pull the times to your right, like you're swiping right, and new times may pop up. It can have a really low line, like right now it's 15 minutes, or it can get upwards of an hour plus. So a good one to get a FastPass for, and then once you get here, if it's low, swap it out for something else. But if you go in the FastPass queue, you get to see one of my favorite details, which is those skeletons playing chess from legendary Imagineer Mark Davis. While I was in queue getting ready to board my boat, I spent several minutes getting my next one because I was dedicated to getting Haunted Mansion. When it first popped up, there wasn't one for like an hour or so I kept refreshing back and forth to afternoon, to 1, to 1:30, to afternoon, to in Haunted Mansions, swiping right, seeing what I could do, and eventually after several minutes of dedicated effort, I got one for 1:05, which is like what time it is right this second. Let's boo this. Crushed it. If you're one of the many people who love the Haunted Mansion, or maybe you just want to learn more about it, or you just want to watch another one of my videos, I recently did one where I revealed all the secrets and backstory and history to the Haunted Mansion, and there is so much to behold. We'll link it for you. It's a lot of fun. In queue for Haunted Mansion, I looked on the FastPass app, or My Disney Experience app, and I toggled back and forth a little bit and eventually decided I'm gonna hit up It's a Small World because there was a FastPass for right now and it's right next door. So it's weird that It's a Small World and Haunted Mansion are literally like next door neighbors, minus the Rapunzel bathrooms. Those are two very different vibes, but you know, it works.
What time is your FastPass? 3. But I already did.
It could be a 15-minute line, it could be an hour-long line, so if you really want to do it, grab a FastPass, and then when you get here, if it's short, don't use it and switch over to something else, or just gamble. Whilst in line for It's a Small World After All. It's a small world after all. What was I talking about? Oh goodness, sorry, got that song stuck in my head. But while I was in line for It's a Small World, again, checked that app, and there was a Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid FastPass right time-wise, right nearby, so went ahead and snagged that one. Which means once again, I will be seeing Ursula for the purpose of your entertainment. You're welcome. It's a blustery day here in the kingdom. Also, I just got a message on Instagram asking if I was gonna repeat any rides today, because you do have the ability to repeat rides once you've gone through those initial free 3 FastPasses. As you're adding them single by single, you can add Space Mountain over and over again if you want to. But for the purpose of this video, I'm trying not to. If I need to later because I run out, sure, but I'm trying to mix it up today. But if you have a favorite, by all means, go on it again and again if you can. Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid is another one that usually doesn't have too long of a queue, so you're probably okay just doing this one in standby. But if it's an absolute must-do for you, if you've got someone in your party who loves Ariel, get that FastPass and then swap it out if needed. Chapter, Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, I grabbed a fast pass for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I was hoping to get Enchanted Tales with Belle, but holding out for that one for a little bit later. And I got one for Buzz Lightyear about 20 minutes from now, which is great, all well and good. That's the best I could get for now, so I grabbed it. But I wasn't done yet. I went back into the FastPass and modified it, and I was able to get one for 2:10 at 2:09 p.m., so 1 minute away. Don't forget, friends, you can get free ice water. Free ice water at any of the quick service locations or carts where they have a fountain. If it's just one that they sell bottled water, you're not going to get free bottled water. But if you go to a quick service restaurant, or I just popped into Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies, ask nicely and they'll get you a nice little cup of ice water. It is Florida water, so it kind of tastes like a swamp. And if you're not into that, I suggest bringing some Crystal Light packets or some Neo or something, and you can make this taste a little better. But there's a little pro tip: stay hydrated and don't pay for water. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is one I absolutely would recommend getting a FastPass for. Sometimes it's real quick, 15 minutes. Sometimes, more recently than not, as I've seen, recently, it's an hour or more. So if you want to ride this one, I definitely recommend grabbing a FastPass. Hopefully y'all have caught on by now that the key to this is that the second you tap your magic band or your card at the touch points of the attraction, you get on the app and try and find another one as quickly as possible. That way you're always maximizing your time. And that's what I did again as I was waiting to get on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. And I'm going to meet my favorite mice. Mickey and Minnie, of course. Usually, Mickey and Minnie are not together in this park. They are normally separated, and it's just Mickey at Town Square Theater. But for their 90th birthday celebration, which is currently happening now through the end of September, they are meeting together in probably their cutest outfits they've ever worn. And not really sure what's going to happen after September 30th. Hopefully, Disney will announce that they extend it, and they'll still be meeting together in their super cute outfits. Here's a fun thing to look for in the FastPass queue at Town Square Theater to meet Mickey and Minnie. There's this sign that says Main Street USA Town Square Theater, established 1901. And that's because that's the year Walt Disney was born. I absolutely recommend using a FastPass to meet Mickey and Minnie because obviously that's a must-do while you're here. It would be honestly very rude to come to Mickey's house and not say hello to him. Would you go to a party and not say hello to the host? No, you would not. While I was in line, I initially grabbed a FastPass for the Tomorrowland Speedway because there was one very soon, and I thought, you know what, I could crash a car right now. But then as I had some extra time in line, fiddled around with a little bit more, and I got Enchanted Tales with Belle, which is one of the hardest FastPasses to get because it's one of the lowest occupancy attractions in Walt Disney World, meaning the fewest people per hour go through that attraction compared to like a Haunted Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean, where you can literally get thousands of people through it an hour. You can only get like a couple hundred through Enchanted Tales with Belle an hour. Anyway, enough rambling about Enchanted Tales with Belle. Let's head that way and go do it.
Take me back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love.
Enchanted Tales with Belle, check. I do think that show is so cute, especially if you've got a little one that loves Belle. It's adorbs, and they get to participate, and it's super cute, and I really like it. And straight up magic in there with that mirror. I truly have no idea how it's done. I don't want to know, because as far as I'm concerned, it's real magic. In fact, this super cute little girl next to me goes, "Mom, I didn't know they used real magic here." Grabbed another FastPass, this one for the Barnstormer, one of the last FastPass attractions I haven't done yet. Like I said, try not to repeat, because it makes it more fun. I came over to the Barnstormer, and unfortunately it's closed right now because of weather nearby, which means all of the outdoor attractions are going to be closed right now. It's not raining, but a little sprinkle did just come through, so there's probably lightning in the safety radius that they monitor around Magic Kingdom. So I did get one of those awesome free bonus FastPasses, which is a great time to talk about them. If you have a FastPass for an attraction, and when you get there that attraction is closed for whatever reason, whether it be technical difficulties, whatever it is, Disney's going to give you like a bonus multiple experience FastPass. And what that means is that FastPass that you had, like mine for the Barnstormer, converts into an extra FastPass for every person that had one, and you can use it anywhere at any time for the rest of the day, any attraction except Meeting Mickey and Minnie, Peter Pan's Flight, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So you can go back to the Barnstormer when it's open again, or I can go anywhere else I want except for those three and use it. That said, for the purposes of this challenge, I'm gonna hold on to it as just a little bonus nugget, and I'm still gonna try and use them the traditional way, which means the next FastPass I made, went into the app, made another one, because you can have this multiple experience FastPass and one other one, and I got Mickey's Philharmagic, because that's inside and therefore not closed right now. This is also a good time to talk about the fact that when it starts raining, everybody thinks that everything in Magic Kingdom closes, but it really doesn't. There's only really a handful of things that close when you compare the list of how many things you can still do in the park. You can still meet any of the characters that are inside. You can still do Peter Pan's Flight, It's a Small World, Mickey's Philharmagic. You can still do Winnie the Pooh. You can still do Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid. You can still do Space Mountain. You can still do Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. You can still do Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you get my point? Also, these people are actually really smart, because it's not really raining anymore. The storm has passed over us, so they're just kind of lurking outside Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because it's very likely going to reopen again pretty soon, because they're just waiting for the storm and the lightning to clear out of the area, and once it does, they'll be the first people in line. So that's pretty smart. Mickey's Philharmagic is oh so cute, and such a good way to get a little sit down, a little AC. It's a winner. But I, of course, was going to pick my next one, and I saw that there was a Peter Pan's Flight FastPass for about 30 minutes from when I was going into Philharmagic, which that was too good to pass up. That's too close to now, because I knew I had to factor in how long Philharmagic was going to be. Plus, your girl hasn't eaten lunch yet, and it's like 4:15. So I have put in a little mobile order over at Pecos Bills. Apostrophe S on that Bills. Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. I'm gonna go get some grub quick. Ready to dig into my bowl. Got it all loaded up. Here we go. Chicken is nicely seasoned and cooked. I love the little squash and zucchini in there. I love Pecos. I love that it's on mobile order, of course. There's a fuel rod station here if you have a fuel rod, and I just love the toppings bar. There's also a toppings bar at Cosmic Rays, which also is on mobile order, and also has a fuel rod station. But I just prefer Pecos. I love Tex-Mex. Mexican's probably my favorite kind of food, and I just like the ability to customize my fajitas or my burger or my bowl or whatever I'm getting. I love the toppings bar And like I said, if you've got really picky eaters, it'll come out really plain. And if you've got people that want to jazz it up a little bit, there's all those toppings. So, oldie but a goodie. Finished my delicious dinner at Pecos. Now it's kind of raining a little bit, but it's sunny. But you know what? The rain never bothered me anyway. So I'm trying to just scoot my little self over to Peter Pan in hopes that this rain goes away. Seems like it will, because it's still pretty bright. Just a Florida shower. Whilst in line, grabbed a FastPass for Mad Tea Party, and then I was like, you just ate a lot, and that would be very bad for everyone. So I fiddled and I faddled, and then I got one to go meet Ariel at her grotto in 8 minutes. But remember what I told you, you can go in 5 minutes early, so that's really only 3 minutes, which is probably how long it'll take me to walk over there. Hello. Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna take a shelfie if we can, yes.
Jumpin' jellyfish. I've still never found one of those shellfish.
No. Even in all your exploring, you'd think you would.
I need to check some more sunken ships.
People really like them though, so maybe they hold on to them really tight and don't want to lose them.
Well, if the humans have them, I have to add them to my collection.
You do.
Right?
Eric doesn't have one? You can call him on his shell phone?
No.
No. How do you get a hold of him?
Well, I can use a message in a bottle sometimes. Or Scuttle has a very loud voice.
That's true.
So it covers quite a distance.
Yes. Does he ever come swimming with you?
Prince Ariel?
Yeah.
Don't tell him I told you this, but I usually beat him in all the swimming races.
I can imagine that.
I mean, I have lived in the ocean for my life.
Yeah,
so
you have a fin, so you've got a little advantage.
He's pretty fast, though.
That's good. That's good.
Much faster at running. I'm still a little wobbly when I get my human legs.
Understood. Can we pose? Ready? Smile. Met my girl Ariel, took a selfie on my shell phone and gonna put it on the Instaclam. I can't take credit for Instaclam, that was the character attendant. She was really nice and she made that joke, so thanks Sarah Kate, that was a good one. I have decided now to go back to the Barnstormer and use my multiple experience one that I got from when the Barnstormer was closed earlier, because that feels fair. Like I can count it as one because I'm using it where I originally intended to use it. While in line for the Barnstormer, I got a FastPass in about 13 minutes for Princess Fairytale Hall, the Cinderella side, but I'm gonna fiddle faddle and see if I can get it or something sooner. If your heart is good and pure and you are kind and you wish upon a shooting star and believe in pixie dust and fairy tales, dreams do come true. It is 5:40 p.m. right now, and I just pulled a 7 Dwarfs Mine Train FastPass for 5:40 p.m. Dreams do come true. Hello. I got another great Instagram question a little bit ago, and it was if because I'm a solo person, I promise I have friends and family, but if you are a solo person, is it easier to get all these FastPasses than if you were in a big group? Yes, obviously, numerically, it's easier with smaller groups of 1s, 2s, maybe 3s, up to 4s than it would be if you have a party of like 10. But at a park like Magic Kingdom where there are so many FastPass attractions, you will probably still have a lot of success doing this. You may not be able to pull 7 Dwarfs Mine Train at random, but you should be able to get a bunch of attractions using this technique. Initially, when I was getting off of 7 Dwarfs Mine Train, because I couldn't get a FastPass in there because the service in the mine is horrible. Gotta keep those dwarves off their phones, you know? Keep them, crack that whip. But when I got off, I originally got one for Magic Carpets of Aladdin, because that's one of the few I haven't done yet, but it was about 20 minutes away. So then I went in there and refreshed a few times, and now I have one in about 8 minutes, which is really 3 minutes, for the Mad Tea Party. So I showed up 6 minutes early instead of 5, and it blinked blue, which means no-go, which either means you're not at the right time or you're at the wrong attraction or you don't have a fast pass. But the cast member was nice enough to turn it green for me since she could see on her screen that I had one shortly. My next one I snagged, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. It sometimes has a 10-minute wait, like right now, and it sometimes has a 30-minute wait or a 40-minute wait. So another one where I say, if it's a must-do, grab it.
Hello, humans!
Ah!
Oh, very good. I'm Mike Wazowski. That's Wazowski with one eye.
All right, folks, you know me, my name is Buddy Boyle, but what you don't know is I'm here to debut my brand new mind-reading act. That's right, I am telepathetic. Now, function's terrible in this building. Molly, let's stop bootlegging the show for a minute. I gotta give you some instructions. Molly, put your hands on your head.
Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, so cute. Love the audience participation. I was actually chosen, and it was really funny, and he called me out for bootlegging the show because I tried to film the part where I was chosen. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Anyway, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, you probably don't need a fast pass for it, but while I was waiting to go in the theater, I snagged one for the Tomorrowland Speedway, so off we go. We're cruising down the highway. I truly do not know why I'm so bad at driving those cars. I have a driver's license. I drive a regular sized car every day. So what's wrong with me? Are you bad at driving those cars too? Please tell me it's not just me and leave me a comment about that. But I have now secured a fast pass to go meet Cinderella in Princess Fairytale Hall. It's in about 20 minutes. That's the closest one I could get, which means I have time for coffee. So grabbing my coffee at a somewhat underrated little nook, literally called the Friar's Nook. It's not always open in Fantasyland, but it does have a few good options. They've got loaded mac and cheese tots. Wow. Buffalo chicken tots. They've got some other heartier items, or most importantly, look at it right there, cold brew coffee. I got my coffee. It's a delightful iced coffee from Friar's Nook. It is Joffrey's brand, and it's a shaken Jamaican cold brew. I asked her what that meant. She was like, it's more Jamaican flavor than the French roast, which is regular coffee, which I don't know what that means. I assume coconutty. Yeah, definitely a little coconutty. That is nice. A little coconutty, maybe a little cocoa? I don't know, but that is good, and I don't have any sugar or syrup or milk or anything. Also, you may notice I don't have a straw because it would have been a paper straw, and I went on a tirade about those recently in a video, in my hurricane video, which we'll link for you, and a lot of people were like, why don't you just not get a straw? So that was a pretty good idea, so I just didn't get a straw. And I appreciate all of you that sent me metal straw links, because I need one.
Hola! It's Elena of Avlor, but you can just call me Elena. I was just saying that we should all go to Avlor one day so I can show you all around. I think that'd be a great idea. We can go to the palace and I can show you the music room. It's my favorite in the room. And of course, I think we can go down to the Beer Mercado and get some Avalorian shopping. I hope to see you soon. Adios! Why, hello everyone! I do hope you'll come visit the castle soon. Perhaps we can even have a little ball.
That would be so fun. While I was in line, I was able to snag a fast pass for the other half of Princess Fairytale Hall, which is Rapunzel and Tiana.
Hello everyone! Maybe you can come visit me sometime soon and we can fly some lanterns together? That sounds like pretty much the best day ever, huh? Goodbye everyone!
I'm here with Princess Tiana.
Hello, everybody.
And she told me that if y'all come visit her, she will make you guys some gumbo.
We'll have to make a lot, but I'm real good at it.
Where'd you get the recipe?
My daddy, of course.
And what's the secret ingredient?
Can't tell you, it's a secret.
That makes sense.
Bye, y'all.
Now I am headed to the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, which is my last actual attraction that has FastPass that I was able to grab one originally. It was like 45 minutes from now, but then I kept refreshing and I got one from 10 minutes from now. So nice leisurely walk to Adventureland, and I'll be there in the nick of time. A camel spit me! Woo! This is an awesome view at night. This is gorgeous. While I was in the queue, I was able to grab a FastPass for my last FastPass attraction, which is meeting Tinkerbell up at Town Square Theater. But it's at 9 o'clock, which is like 35 minutes from now, which is a little far for my taste. So I'm refreshing rapidly, hoping something earlier will pop up, because then I can duplicate a few things, which I think would be really fun. I'm too afraid to risk doing something else first, because there are about 5 or 6 other attractions that are consistently popping up. Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, Dumbo Small World Jungle Cruise keep popping up, so I could go on one of those again, but I'm afraid I will never get Tinkerbell if I don't do it now. So I'm holding on to that 9 o'clock just so I can have completed all the FastPass attractions here, and then I'll duplicate. But I'm just really slowly walking now down a beautiful evening Main Street to keep refreshing. Still refreshing, trying to move up Tinkerbell, but I had to come into one of my favorite stores. Look at all the ears. Seriously, these are all so cute. There's these cute Jack Skellington ones, plus Sally. There's candy corn ones, which I have. There's a witch hat, a princess, the bride ears, Tiana, Ariel, Jasmine. It's a Small World. I actually don't own that many of these that are still in circulation. These lollipop ones are cute. Donuts are cute. The new rose gold ones, mine are different. Most of mine are retired styles, I guess, because I don't own many of these, which is dangerous. I've now wandered into the confectionery, because what else am I supposed to do? And I'd like to take this time to talk about an issue that's really important to me. Rice Krispie treats. These may look the same, but I assure you they're not. There's a big difference. You see, when you buy a pre-packaged Rice Krispie treat at Walt Disney World that looks like this, that has a nutrition label on it, and it'll say crisp rice treat on it, it was not made fresh today. I'm sure it's delicious, but you know what? When you get one of these that's in a little baggie with a ribbon around it, this bad boy was made fresh today. And I promise you can taste the difference. Rice Krispie treats are one of my favorite treats in all of Walt Disney World, so do me a favor, stick to these.
Hello there, friends! You know, I heard that you need to come here soon, but I think you need to get a little bit more extra pixie dust so you can fly here. And I can't believe you're locked inside this little light box. We're gonna have to figure that out too. Well, when you come, we'll have to get all the extra pumpkin muffins and pixie dust too. Bye, fairy friends. Bye with you later.
I really love Tinkerbell. She speaks to me because she'll die if she doesn't get enough attention, and well. After meeting Tinkerbell, I have done all 25 FastPass attractions here at Magic Kingdom by using a FastPass, and you could say, Molly, congratulations, well done, go home, you deserved it. But no, there's like an hour left of park time, and I'm gonna see how many more bonus FastPasses I can get. While I was in line, I got one for Buzz Lightyear, because that was one of the soonest ones I could get on this second round of madness. Clearly I don't need a FastPass, but obviously I'm using one.
Joystick disabled.
So I maxed the gun out. I feel really good about it. And now I got another one for Dumbo in about 3 minutes because Dumbo at night is glorious. I rode Dumbo and then went to get one more FastPass, and alas, FastPass distribution has ended. The park closes at 10, which is in about 20 minutes, and FastPass distribution, the last FastPasses are from 9:30 to 10, so after 9:30, no more FastPasses. But pretty impressed with the day we had, I must admit. I did not know we'd get that many. Plus, if you are here right now at the end of the night, and you're not planning on watching the fireworks like I was saying, or Once Upon a Time, which I believe is the current name of the projection show that's at 10 o'clock, basically everything's gonna be a walk-on or a really short line regardless. And pro tip, as long as you are in line by the time the park closes, you get to ride. So even if Seven Dwarfs Mine Train had an hour-long wait at 9:59, as long as you get in, you get to ride. If you were not able to get a FastPass for something at this time of night, just jump in there right at the end of the day. So I was headed out, and there's about a 25-minute line for the monorail, and I was like, do I want to spend 25 minutes in line for the monorail, or do I want to go back up Main Street and watch Once Upon a Time and then come use the monorail in the same amount of time? I think we all know the answer. Okay, well, I guess I'm crying tonight. Wow, that is such a sleeper hit. I don't know if I've ever seen that fully. I'm sure I have. It's been around for about 3 years, so I'm sure I've seen it, but I really didn't remember it, and it's fabulous. So if you have a chance to stay for the projection show Once Upon a Time, I absolutely recommend it. Well, y'all, I set out this morning to see how many FastPasses I could use in just one day, and I have a grand total of 27 different FastPasses, including doing all 25 FastPass attractions at least once before I started repeating. That's pretty bananas. I did not think I would be that successful, to tell you guys the truth, but hopefully you had fun following along. I sure had fun making this video, and most importantly, I hope you found some ways to maximize the FastPass system so that you can maximize your fun next time you're here at the Magic Kingdom. What challenge should I try next? Definitely let me know in the comments. What's your favorite FastPass to use at Magic Kingdom? Let me know that too. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net, and until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been oh so magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.